Monday, 10:15, heading over to Hatfield to do a tempo threshold session. Planning on doing 2 by 30 miles. Get some good training in this week for the longer event, the 100. Like you want to prioritise the fitness. Like you don't need to really taper down the volume. So I'm thinking get some quality TT sessions done at the start of the week, nice and gentle for my zone 2 rides, and then I hopefully should be carry this really nice fitness into Sunday. So yeah, looking forward to it. Meant to be hot this week as well. It's hot today. Heavy crosswind out and back today. So it's tough out there. I felt decent for my first 30 miles. So windy that I wasn't drinking off the bike. I was kind of just drinking at the turns. So definitely needed some water when I got back to the car. It's a lot hotter today as well. I've only got sugar water on the bike, so it doesn't exactly quench the thirst. Got the first 30 miles done and felt good for it. And they were all consistent efforts, like 3:30 to 3:40 sort of thing. Heart rate where I want it to be, like in the 150s. Kind of just what I'd expect from a 100 miler pace. But then I just get back to the car now and I'm just absolutely knackered. Like I feel fine once I'm out there, but stopping, like I'm not pooped because I've been it's like an hour at 150 BPM, 330, 340 watts. But yeah, now I'm like, oh, gotta get going again. So get out there, see how it is. Do 20 or 30 miles. We'll see how I'm feeling once I've done the first one. Change helmets as well. Forgot my headband, so getting the helmets all sweaty today. But yeah, I've had my break. Let's get on with the second effort. There we go. Didn't bitch out. Got my planned session done of 2 by 30 miles. Rest day tomorrow, and then give myself an easier session on Wednesday. I'll come back to Hatfield and do 2 by 20 miles. Want to get some good training in the legs this week, but obviously still don't want to be feeling tired at the weekend. Want to be fit but not tired. So I think another proper TT tempo session will be good. But if I've done the bigger one today, 6 days before the 100, then 2 days time I got an easier, lower volume session. Not push the power anymore. Just stick it to my 330, 340. Couple of zone 2 rides, but not going crazy with the volume. 2 and a bit hours on Thursday with a heat training session afterwards, and then maybe just like 2 hours on Friday, an hour on Saturday. That'll do me good. Nice and fit, but then also, yeah, like I say, not tired going into the weekend. Tough out there today. The lumpy road surface, my gears end up jumping all over the place. I feel like it hits a bump and then it tries to shift and then shifts back to the gears. I don't know if my cassette's a bit worn on my road wheel. It's mainly just the poor road surface here on the O10, but yeah, good training session there. At the end of the session, all I can taste in my mouth is like sun cream and sugar. It's pretty disgusting, really. Head home now, have something, chill out for a little bit, have something to eat, and then I'm going to do another heat training session, so get another 40 minutes done. That'll be really good. It's hot this week, so I'll get some decent heat adaptations from today's training session and Wednesday and Thursday zone 2 ride, but then also want to get the heat training in for some really good heat training stimulus, because like I say, you gain the effects of heat training really quickly, but they also wear off really quickly, so you can't just cut it out completely. I won't do it. I'll do my last heat training session on Thursday, won't do anything on Friday, same with Saturday, just an easy ride. So yeah, I think that'll set me up nicely for Sunday. Cooking a bit much, so cutting it down to 30 minutes. I'll just do 30 minutes of heat training on the days that I'm doing heat this week. So it's like I said, it's very warm again today. Not as warm as the heat wave, but it's in the mid-20s. So my TT session this morning, that was definitely strong heat stimulus. I know I was struggling in the heat a bit. Hopped on the turbo for my heat work, and yeah, you can just tell it's very difficult, so not gonna overcook myself. Still gonna do heat training this week, so I'll do heat on Wednesday, Thursday, but back that off to 30 minutes. I was thinking maybe do 40 minutes today, 30 minutes Wednesday, Thursday, but I think play it safe. 30 minutes each of the days, just maintain that heat stimulus, and with it being so hot outside, still get some heat adaptations from my threshold, from my tempo / my zone 2 ride prior to the heat training, and the heat training itself is harder because it's already hot in here. But yeah, happy with that. Good day of training. Interesting addition to the training program. Not going to touch it this week, probably play around with it next week. So this is an altitude simulator that Matt got and's planning on using, but hasn't had the chance to play around with. So giving it to me while he's going to be in America for the next few weeks. So see if I can make use of it and improve my training. Have some talks with Barney Wainwright about how best to use it, because I don't know if him and UnoX have been using it to an effect. Getting some good heat training in, good block of heat training, so potentially combine it with that, but we'll see. It's a big old box. Last ride on the TT bike before the National 100, so going to get out for a mixed tempo threshold session. Was originally going to go Hatfield, do 2x20 miles, but had quite a long day yesterday and was feeling quite tired last night especially. This morning, made my life easier. Just get out for some unstructured work, like not sure what I'll do really, but it's very hot today, like 30 odd degrees. So going out to Hatfield and getting a session done, like it would have been a lot mental energy going into that. So I'd rather just get out on the bike, get some sort of session done, get the legs moving. A couple of easy days to feel nice and recovered going into the weekend. But yeah, glad to get a good session in the legs on Monday. I think it was just my rest day Tuesday just ended up being a bit of a long day, so not feeling as recovered as I normally would be, but it's all good. There we go, good ride there. 2.5 hours with some good time at tempo. Yeah, like I said, I was feeling pretty tired for it. It's a really hot day, but yeah, felt good. Had 2 litres in the bladder, 950ml bottle on the bike that didn't use all of, so going to be relatively warm at the weekend, but not this warm. Yeah, still going to figure out what I want to do. My 2 options, I'd say, would be 2 litre water bladder down the skin suit, then 950ml sugar water, electrolyte sugar water bottle on the bike. Switch that out halfway with Annie. It's just under 4 litres of fluid. Today I thought of might have to try it out with my skin suit, but potentially just put 2 litre bladders down my skin suit, one with water, one with carb mix. Then I've got everything with me. Don't have to faff about taking a bottle on and off the bike, even though it's on the down tube this year. It was actually alright with the behind the saddle mount, worked absolutely fine last year, and I was actually quite good at reaching for it and sipping from it. But with my current saddle, it doesn't work. So I ruled that out a good few months ago. Last good dig on the TT bike. Taking it easy for the next few days because, like I said, feeling pretty tired. Should feel good for the weekend, and yeah, looking forward to it. I'm in like my best position to spend lots of time on the TT bike. I'm so much more comfortable on the TT bike this year. Like, I'm not delusional. Like, my back was getting a bit sore on the ride today, getting a bit of numbness in my left leg. 3.5 hours in the saddle. Like, I'm gonna have saddle sores. Everything's gonna be very achy, but I'm aware of that. But I know that it's gonna be better because of the training that I've done. To try and mitigate that as much as possible. So I know I'm in a good position for it. The fitness should be good. It's a strong field, but I mean, I'm definitely up there as going to be challenging for the win. So let's try and make it on the top step of the podium. Hot. On Saturday, there was, when I got delayed on the way back to HQ because of someone getting airlifted to hospital. The tarmac was melting, I guess, because of all the cars that were queuing up, stuck behind the police blockade, idling their engines. And the road had also recently had surface dressing, so I thought my tyres were on the verge of getting ruined because there was like loads of melted tarmac that I had to rub off, and little bits of gravel sticking to the tyres that to get off when I got back to HQ. And because I've been training with this front wheel, because my wheels from my Propel don't fit on my TT bike, the spokes were pinging the caliper. I've been training with the front 4-spoke, so obviously I have a lot more miles on that bike, on that tyre compared to my disc wheel. I'm training at Hatfield as well, like it's pretty rough road surface. So I did ask Matt a couple of weeks ago if I could have a spare tyre. I was thinking it'd be good to get out this week, because if I puncture, then I'd rather have punctured now than at the National on Sunday. And I've just noticed there's a big old gash in my tyre. So yeah, from today's ride, we got that. So yeah, switch out this tyre, because that's not ideal. I know they're a bit stubborn to install, but try my best at it, and if not, then I'll see if anyone's got like an air compressor or whatever. Heat training in a heat wave. I'm on. This was tough. Just 30 minutes, but freaking savage, dude. No more for me. Good day training today. Hard work. Definitely fatigued, so just try and clear that. Chill for the next few days. Clear that out of the legs and then smash it at the 100. Fucking hell. So hot. Oh. Hopefully this new tyre isn't too much of a hassle to put on. Tan wall on the new tyre, just slightly crisper than the old worn one. Definitely needs a new tyre. Pretty straightforward installation in the end there. A little bit of leakage, but that's mainly because I put in quite a lot of sealant. But yeah, all sealed nicely, just with a floor pump as usual, so can't complain. Keeping it moving, definitely less tired today. We've just got 2 hours zone 2 and then 30 minutes of heat once I get back. Obviously decent heat stimulus from being out in the 30-degree weather, but heat session itself is much more intense, so, and I know it'll be hard in this. Heat up very quickly and then be suffering, sweating my balls off, but it'll be good. So tap away, finish off this ride, and then suit up. Low power, low heart rate, but I am cooking today. It's so hot. So yeah, just doing it to feel. Heart rate in the 140s, but and power right down, but so warm, so sweaty. 30 minutes though, got it done. Oh my god. Same as usual. 5 minutes, 350. Got up to like 150 BPM, but then power drop, heart rate dropped off to 140s. Just about back up to 150 by the end, but my word. Oh, last hard training done before the 100 on Sunday. So easy ride tomorrow, easy ride Friday, easy ride Saturday, and then yeah, hopefully have a good one. Standard procedure, zone 2 ride up Hadley Gorge. Just 2 and a bit hours today. That'll do me. Rest day today, easier day tomorrow, and then looking forward to Sunday. Nice little openers ride, done a couple of tempo-y threshold efforts. Feeling good, nice and under control. Lower left back is feeling quite tight from the efforts, so make sure to get some good stretching in this afternoon, this evening. So obviously I've got a 3-hour drive to do as well, so it should be good. Still really looking forward to it. Here in the lakes. Ready for the hundo tomorrow. Should be good. Looking forward to it. Can you tell which one's the new tyre? Just gonna roll down to the start, get my HQ, get my number, come back here, then get ready, and then roll out. So got like an hour and 20 minutes, so about a mile to the HQ. Feeling good, still looking forward to it, which is a good sign for sure. Let's go, Tommy Lee. You fucking got this, bro. I believe in you. Fucking stress, bro.
Come on! Go on! on. You go so well.
It was just nerves, mate. Like, I threw away my ride 2 weeks ago because of nerves. Like, I threw up and it was just nerves. And I realised that, and I'm just like, well, we're just gonna have to crack on with it. I like fired myself back up. I mean, I had to get to the start. Was gonna be late, pinning on these frickin' numbers to my sleeves because I forgot me bloody armbands. Like, so prepared for this trip. Came up with a strategy of using the 2 bladders, with one with carbs, one with, I barely drank any carbs because I still felt a bit sick. I'd sip the carbs, but then I'd occasionally feel a bit, oh, are we going to chunder here? So I'd hold it back a little bit just to, you know, not throw up all over my bike. So I definitely underfueled it. Didn't sip from, probably had like 320 grams of carbs on me, but that's probably like, I didn't even touch the bottle on the down tube, which has, it's like it's 2 litres of carb, 300 grams of carbs, 340 grams of carbs in 2 litres, 500 on the down tube I didn't touch. There's about, let's say, 500 in the bladder. So probably fueled that on, what's that? 170 grams of carbs. Hardly pushing 60 grams an hour. But you know, like, I threw up this morning. It's like I wasn't getting carbs down me. But yeah, felt good. Like, stuck to my game plan and I just kept it going. Positive self-talk. It's like I knew I wasn't really. I had Oliver Pemberton, guy came second at the National 50. He's been on really good form this year. Had him as my minute man, had Duggleby as my 2-minute man. So I theoretically could have like seen where I was at relative to them at the turns. Duggleby I didn't really spot. I only spotted him a couple of times. Swear, I saw so many riders in like some sort of white helmet, some sort of white skin suit, and I'm just like, is that Duggleby? Is he like 20 minutes ahead of me? But Oliver Pemberton, I'd like, for most of the turns, I'd realised that he was like neither ahead of me nor behind me. Like, I wasn't counting it, but I wasn't counting the gap at a minute, but that it seemed feasible that it was a minute. So yeah, my goal was I split my Wahoo because I wanted average power and I have that on my lap screen. So I was looking at average power actually. So with the purpose of just not overcooking it, because last year went out too hot, died. So I was like, okay, I want to be like 320, 330. I don't want to be 340. And I was averaging like first 20 minutes, I was like 330 something. And it was like, okay, but that's 20 minutes, it's not an hour. So then by the time it got to an hour, I'd average 330. And then my average power, I didn't change from that data screen the whole time actually. I was just seeing that average power just gradually come off. So like down to 327, down to 325, but it wasn't dropping off the face of the cliff. It was dropping down steadily. So I was just like, okay, keep it going. Positive self-talk, like saddle sores, obviously I struggle with them, but felt like I managed it well. I've done the long training hours to be able to spend 100 miles in the saddle. Fucking hell, my feet are so sore. But again, I could barely walk. My feet were extremely sore last year, and I've done the stuff with like increase the Q factor of the cleat to better distribute my weight when I'm pedaling, to improve that a little bit. So that they're sore, but they're not completely dead. My left leg is cramping, but I can move it. Managed to pedal back to HQ. Pedaled with one leg back to the house, but That's all right. Not as bad as the 50 in May. And yeah, just built into the ride. So yeah, the gap to Oliver Pemberton was stable. And then the last roundabout, I'm like, that's about 30 seconds. So I'm like, it's like 12k to go, headwind, cross headwind. And I'm like, just fucking smash it, catch him for a minute. Got very close on the line. But I wasn't far behind, like, I was best part of a minute up on him, and I was literally sprinting for the finish. It's like 4k to go. It's like, right, let's fucking smash it. So I was literally sprinting at the finish of the 100. So definitely paced it well. And apparently Duggleby pulled out, so potentially got the win. So yeah, really happy with that. Predicted my results at the 50 and the 100 accurately this year. Not the result I expected. Wanted to win today and was wanting to beat Duggleby, but ended up pulling out. Last week I was expecting it to be John, Matt, me, but it was John, Oliver, me. But yeah, really good stuff. Right, I'm gonna quick shower and then head back to HQ in the car. In the words of Sonia Lee, let's foxtrot Oscar. Got myself a cold Dr. Pepper in the fridge for my treat for afterwards. Knew I'd crave that sort of thing. Got it from Tesco the other day.
Difficulties. I know how it happens. I've ridden this course many times.
Matthew or Clem? Six national 100-mile open champion with a time of 3 hours 24 minutes and 7 seconds from Team Bottrell No Pins is Thomas Lee.
And definitely learned that you need to pace it. So yeah, I was just staring at my average power, making sure I wasn't blowing up. But yeah, really happy with my ride. Loved the situation, having Oliver as my minute man, I knew he was going to be strong, and so keeping tabs on seeing I wasn't too far behind and being able to lift it a little bit. Yeah, brilliant event. Really enjoyed it. Massive thanks to volunteers at the roundabout, volunteers at HQ. Yeah, thank you guys for coming. There we go, CTT National 100-mile champion. Not bad going that. Yeah, I mean, I was really happy with my ride, and I knew I'd caught Oliver, who was definitely a contender, and Duggleby had pulled out. So yeah, ended up getting the win, which is pretty cool. I knew it was possible, but after throwing up this morning, it's like everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. But yeah, really happy with that. Paced it brilliantly, really. Just stuck to my power target, played it, just making sure I wasn't blowing up, and then was able to lift it at the end once I saw the gap to Oliver wasn't too ridiculous. Yeah, had a nice chat with did some CTC stuff, but had a chat with Stuart Smith, who runs all the CTC national champs, because he's from Sheffield, and which I found out a few months ago when I got a trophy engraved, because Stuart brings all the CTT trophies there. So I chat with him, and then also guy taking photos was this guy called Richard Bidu, who former national comp record holder over the 100 miles, that had a story about how broke the 100-mile comp record, and then someone would have the course like remeasured and found short. So he got screwed over a couple of times, but really interesting to chat to these people, and yeah, good day. So got a couple couple of days off the bike. We're staying up here for a few more days, make a nice holiday out of it. But yeah, need to go to the shops and get some food. Also need to look at getting some walking shoes, because I brought my Converse but forgot to bring my walking shoes. But my walking shoes are knackered, so I do need new ones. 2:30, back at the house now. Got some dinner. Didn't end up getting walking shoes because I mean I can barely touch my toes, and he had to tie my shoelaces for me. So yeah, just got some food, nice food for dinner. Get some walking shoes tomorrow. But yeah, just zonk out for the rest of the day. I think I need it. Hobbling around like a hobbly thing. Better than last year. Better than the 50 in mid-May. Still struggling. Naomi was the same, and she's won the 12 hours, so I think I've done all right. Most of my 2 litres of water, carb mix. There's what? Good 500 ml left in there. So I probably had about half of my carb mix. 340 grams of carbs. Probably had half of it, so about 200. Which, like I say, is like 60 grams an hour. Not a lot, but so I was struggling to get even that down, and that was making me feel like I was going to throw up. Nah, it's probably less than that. So there's this, and then in this bottle there's like another 500 ml of sugar salt. Didn't touch that bottle. But yeah, somehow managed to work out, so don't know what I'm complaining about. Cramping by the end, but obviously I ate a lot last night. Like last night after we got here, I had like a few bowls of cereal just to get some more carbs in, because I was like, I knew I wasn't gonna get much in the morning, just have a light breakfast. So I was like smashing back bowls of cereal, and he thought I was nuts. But topped up glycogen stores at least. Pinning the numbers on wasn't too bad. I mean, they were flapping around at some points when it was really windy, but for the most part they were staying still, and they haven't ripped or anything. I thought it was going to be a disaster, to be honest, but that's alright. My core sensor didn't even pick up that I was wearing it for 3.5 hours, pushing to 325 watts.